Also telling us to buy albums. We should keep buying albums. With that, once again, I would like to open the floor for anyone who may have questions for Attorney Chuck related to his presentation. Just raise your hand and... wait. So, kung wala, we would just like to give you a... Kung wala, we would like to give you a small token of our appreciation here on stage, together with our friends at IPOFIL. So if you guys could also come up here on stage and take this photo op with us, we would really appreciate it. Yeah. Hey, Miss Leonora, you please do. Thank you so much again, Attorney Chuck. Please give him a round of applause. So now that we've tackled the legal framework for Music for Business, we can now move on to talking about how music can specifically benefit your business by using it properly. As our next speaker will talk about sonic branding. And oh boy, do we have the right guy for the job. For starters, he's been a professional DJ for 20 years and is a two-time Awit Award-winning singer-songwriter with his soul band, Conscious and the Goodness. He was also a subject matter expert and consultant who served as the director of the Internet and Mobile Marketing Association of the Philippines from 2013 to 2019. In addition, he's been a key figure in the local and international scene for the past 3 decades. And on top of that, in 2019, he founded the Philippines' official music conference, Sonic Philippines, alongside the National Commission for Culture and the Arts. And, to add on top of that, he is currently the CEO of the premier audio marketing agency in the Philippines, Homonym. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Sir Mike Constantino.
Hello. Thanks for that. Thanks to our friends from IPOFIL for having us, and also thanks to our partners from PRM. Congratulations on this first of many MP3s, no? And as I told Danesh, you can call on us anytime, and we'll always be here to support you guys. I'm gonna talk about sonic branding. Have you guys ever heard of sonic branding?
Yeah.
Wala.
Familiar.
You're familiar, ma'am?
Yes.
Great, okay. You will learn something today after my talk. Sige, so in terms of sonic branding, I'm going to discuss how we use it to curate music for campaigns and for retail. So may icebreaker din ako. Can you guess the brand just by hearing it?
Try natin.
Sige, just shout it out Ito yung una. Alam niyo Ito kung hindi niyo alam, bingi kayo. Siyempre, sinabi ko. Ito, alam niyo din to. Mga adik. Nung pandemic, everybody knows that sound, no? And then the last one.
MTRCB.
Wow, so you guys still watch movies in the big movies? Perfect. Perfect score kayong lahat. Mabuhay kayo. Cool. So I want to introduce ourselves. We're called Homonym. So as mentioned, we're an audio marketing solutions agency. We've been around independently since 2016. And our job literally is just to make brand experiences better with sound. And as marketers, we know that sound factors into many parts of what we do as advertisers and marketers. So my music, audio, and now voice is also emerging as a tool that we can use as marketers. So we specialize in a few things. Obviously, sonic branding. We have our own in-house studio, so we do audio production as well. And then we do artist-driven music marketing. I'll show an example of that later. And of course, we do in-store solutions. So in-store music is part of that. So in fact, we are the official in-store music partner of the Philippine Retailers Association since last year. Cool, so we've been working with IPOFIL since 2020. We actually have a standing MOU with them. And what we do is we help promote intellectual property and copyrights within our sector, the music industry, particularly the independent music industry. No, so specifically, if an artist does not have a label, they message us or they approach us at shows and gigs and ask CJ so many questions about contracts, fair ba to, ganyan. What does withholding tax mean? You know, why am I getting charged royalties? And why am I getting paid royalties? No. We're also working with our premier PMO and CMO in the country, so si PhilScap tsaka si PRM. And ang cooperation namin is quite different eh. No? So, Homonym being the only audio specialized agency in the Philippines, we're a bridge. No? So we're often in the middle of negotiations. You know, tatawagan kami ng client, then they're gonna ask us questions. Meron na kaming script, no? That's fed by PRM and PhilScap because the questions are pretty much the same. No, so if the questions cannot be answered by our team, we will call a lifeline and then ask for the help of PRM and PhilScap so we can address these needs. So again, because we're an agency, we work with brands, clients, you know, production houses. So that's a very, very different, I guess, sector. And therefore their questions are very, very different because they're business-driven, business-related. So sonic branding, it really makes your marketing better. I'll define it first, no, for those, since isang tao lang yung nagsabi na alam niya, pero sabi niya, familiar. Not even, I know what that is. So yeah, there are several definitions, no. So the strategic use of sound as part of a brand identity. The process of brand development and brand management through the use of audible elements. The sounds or songs associated with the brand, product, or service. So, but through the years of doing this, I have my own definition already, very nerdily done. So it's the strategic, purposeful, and consistent use of sound and music in branding and marketing. So it actually can shape consumer behavior and perception if used well and consistently. So there's a scientific approach to sonic branding, and I'll attempt to show you some of my favorite word, attempt. We will attempt to show you what that means. So I'm not even gonna play a sound. Just look at this. Your brains are already saying it. No? But nag-rebrand sila 2 years ago. Now they're called No Park Resorts. It actually doesn't roll off the tongue as well as Resorts World Manila. But basically, for more than 12 years now, these guys have been sonic branding and marketing to you without you even knowing. No, so as an example, here's one of the clients that we worked with, no, Home Credit Philippines. We have a patented ideation process that we've honed for the past 7-8 years, learning from our global partners. And then it typically starts with just notes. No, in this case, this one. So 3 notes, la la la, home credit. So when we launched that, it was, it had no association with the brand whatsoever because it came from a void. Similar to when a brand launches a new logo or a new look, kailangan tagtarin nila yon so that there be an association and eventually an emotional connection with the brand. So it's the same. So from those 3 notes, we actually wrote and composed a full song. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, no, just so you can see or hear like how 3 notes can become an entire soundscape.
Sa bawat yugto ng buhay, hawak mo ang aking kamay. Ano man ang iyong sitwasyon, ready na ang solusyon. Para sa home, para sa life, sa pag-asenso ng ating buhay. Para sa home, para sa life, sa iba't ibang hamon kami kaabay. Para sa home, para sa
Okay,
home.
gonna play the whole thing. So if you notice how many home credits did you hear, and it's only the first 30 seconds of the song. So in the same way, when you launch a visual brand, you have to put it wherever it's relevant so that it will start sticking. It's the same with sonic branding. So those 3 notes became a full song, which became the cornerstone of the campaign of home credit for that year. And we're now on year 3 of our partnership with them. And we've been expanding those 3 notes into what we call a soundscape ever since. So nagkaroon na ng Christmas version, nagkaroon na ng AM radio show and financial wellness. When you call their hotline, you'll hear Moira's, hindi na, tapos na yung license. You'll hear the song sung by a different artist, to soothe you while you're waiting for your turn. And then it's the app sounds, and now they're considering using this sonic brand in Home Credit Indonesia, Home Credit Vietnam. Wala yung star dito, no? So, pero tapos na yun. So year 2, coming from a warm hug from Moira from the pandemic, mas upbeat na yung country, mas upbeat na yung market, therefore, mas upbeat na yung sonic brand ni Home Credit. Ito na, naging pang TikTok na.
New phone this Christmas? Christmas gift para kay tatay? Bagong ref para kay nanay? Laban lang para sa life goals ngayong Pasko with Home Credit.
Para sa life, sa extenso ng ating buhay. Para sa life, credit.
So again, from the 3 notes, nanganak na siya ng nanganak into what we were doing already for year 2. And by this time, there's a very, very strong association, not just by the target audience, but also internally, the 14,000 employees of Home Credit with those 3 notes. Nilagay namin sa lahat ng pwedeng paglagyan. So now, year 3, we just launched this a few months ago, right? So, by popular demand, gustong-gusto ng audience madinig yung song. So we actually uploaded it on YouTube, on TikTok, on Spotify, and they're actually adding it to their playlists. So that's the power of sound and of music. So when you do sonic branding properly, this can be the benefit for your brand. So yeah, it works. So not just for awareness and familiarity, but super important yung consideration. Plus 5% for a microfinance company like Home Credit is huge. So on the heels of the sonic branding initiative, we've been breaking records quarterly, annually, Christmas season on the sales of Home Credit. No? So now from that example, we're gonna pivot and turn it into the retail side of things. There's may link dyan sa baba. So the insight is music really makes businesses better. And when we do music for brands, we don't just put any song. We really dive into the science or the sonic identity or the sonic brand before we curate what we call brand harmonized playlists, meaning swak sa brand, and audience tuned playlists also, meaning swak sa audience. So we don't forget about the staff because people forget about that a lot. They just consider the brand and the audience. And then can you imagine you're working in a bank and then they're only playing 3 songs throughout your 8-hour shift every day, and then you've been working there for 2 years. That's mental torture, no? So on the flip side, if you give them a playlist that they enjoy, they'll have a pep in their step and they're servicing their clients much better. The overall vibe of the branch, of the store, changes dramatically. And there's a science behind that, which we very, very nerdily take care of. So I'll give you an example of one of our clients, Philippine Sons. Have you been there? Super good vibe, diba? Because you look like a Philippine Sons customer. Yeah. Pareho pa tayong naka-knitted. Yeah. So I'll give you a backgrounder of who they are so that you can see the process. We simplified it a bit for the purposes of today, no? So Philippine Sons is a barbershop and a haberdashery. So they call themselves a barberdashery, and their tagline is "Revive Manila Swagger." So when we started doing the ideation, they're a barbershop. We discovered that in the 40s, actually 20s nga, 1910s, the roots of rhythm and blues came from barbershop music or black music. So nilagay na namin yun as a point for the sonic identity of Philippine Sons. We actually found an electronic musician from Chicago named Haberdashery. It's so hard to find science on haberdashery, apparently, but nagawa namin ang paraan yan. And then Felipe means the Philippines, and then the customers, men aged from 9 years old to 60 plus, are the sons, the customers. So napaka-varied nung target audience. Ang hirap i-pin down, but you'll see the signs that we used. So and then fathers, so nabigyan namin ng thrill of discovery, like the first time you drove. The first time you drank beer. For a lot of the first you discover with your father, so we factor that in as well. And then we found this study about music preference and the psychographic profile based on the music that you like. And it just so happens, if you look at the pink stuff, that's a literal cut and paste from the brand essence brief of Philippine Sons. We found another study, same, no? So if you like classical, jazz, blues, and folk music, you belong under the reflective and complex psychographic pocket. And then again, pasok siya sa identity ni Philippine Sons. So, using all of those 4 factors, we came up with a sonic identity for Philippine Sons. And let me know if you think swak siya. Listen. May swag, electronic, napaganon ka parang, oy, okay to ah. And then this is by a Filipino artist called Pasta Group. Alright. I'll give you, so based on a music psychology principle we like to call 14 to 24, we got the music that certain age groups like and matched that with the jazz, and the R&B, the identity of the target audience. And that helped us come up with a 6-hour playlist that's matched for everybody within that age group. No, but there's an overarching sonic identity of Philippine Sons. So from that one song, we were able to generate several playlists for Philippine Sons through the years. So here's another example of the sonic identity na swak sa Philippine Sons. Parang, uy, yan ito. And then, may swag to pagpasok. Electronic. Swag, diba? Cool. It's by Drip. So, I want to talk about Surroundcast, which is our new venture. So, sa homonym, we have a music agency, and I just explained what we do. And then we also have an advocacy for the industry, which is Sonic Philippines. So we do music education there. We uplift, educate, and inspire the next generation of the music industry so that they can take over from us old farts and be the ones to lead us to the future. And then the third part of what we do is actually Surroundcast. We just launched this year. So as it says, it's retail radio. So we have an end-to-end in-store music solution that we offer to clients so that we operationalize it for them. They don't have to think anymore. And then we also sell ads so that we earn and the client can also earn while their merchants that are within their store can promote to their captive audience in the store. So this is the product, So essentially we operationalize music and messaging. So you just plug and play it, basically. Gone are the days of magbaburn ka ng 500 na CDs, papadala mo sa head office, tapos si head office isasabay niya sa burger patties. USB na pala, parang sobrang hassle naman yun. Pero may gumagawa pa rin yan up to now, CDs. Pag may scratch yung CD and it doesn't work, they have to send it back, and then they're gonna have to burn it again and then send it again. And then if you have a promo that's relevant for only this month, you're gonna have to factor that in as well, So once the promo changes, you're gonna have to burn 500 CDs again and then put it back. So our solution is cloud-based. No, and the same nerdy thing that we do for Sonic branding is the same nerdy thing that we put into Surroundcast. So if you want popular music, which we're working on with PRM, then we have that. If you want royalty-free music, meaning non-CMO, non-PMO music, we also have that as an option.
How much?
No? How much? Yan. So, nandito si Kali, yung audio solution supervisor namin dahil alam ko tatanong nyo sa sob dahil ang ganda talaga nito. Solid siya, no? So, you saw we have our own studio. So, we produce the ads that we plug in here. So, basically, the client will send us the script, tapos we have a VO. Our producer will put music to it. And then we send it to you in our Viber. Once you approve it, we literally upload it and it's available in real time. So you don't have to wait weeks or months for your promo. And then once your promo is done, December 30, 31, tapos na yung Christmas promo, we take it down and replace it with the next one. My favorite example of how robust this is they sent us and then we recorded it and then we uploaded it. And then after 2 minutes, they called us and said, mali yung DTI number. So we had to change and then we were able to upload within a couple of hours. Nakamark dyan yung Fails Cap and PRM assistance. No? So we actually offer this as a service. So our clients reach out to us and then we try to help them traverse those waters. And again, if hindi namin masagot, we bring in the PRM or Fails Cap guys and we close that client together. No? Yes. Okay. Kaya important yung license and legal, no? We really take it seriously because of our partnership with IPO Phil. It doesn't sit well with us if we're not compensating PRM and therefore artists, and if we're not paying Phil's Cap and therefore composers properly. No, so a chunk of what we earn actually goes to the PMO and CMO, and then it goes to the artists. So pag sinuportahan na nyo to, you're actually supporting Philippine music. Yan. So I'll give you an example of Sonic branding at point of sale. So this is one of the ads that we produce for All Day.
Attention All Day shoppers! We're excited to announce that fresh Christmas trees and wreaths are now available for pre-order. Give yourself the gift of a stunning tree and wreath this Christmas and let the spirit of the holidays fill your home. Pre-order yours today at All Day Supermarket's customer service. Limited stocks only. Happy shopping!
So this is a live promo, so visit All Day because if you want a wreath, no, parang sumipa yung benta nila. Just a last anecdote on this before I wrap up, no. Because Christmas starts in freaking August in the Philippines, our curation is interesting for some of our clients. When September comes, we do 20% Christmas songs already. And then October, it becomes 50% Christmas songs. And then November, it becomes 80%. Actually, November, 100 na no? Yeah, November 15, it's like 100% Christmas songs. And then January, we revert to the old playlist, no? An updated playlist. Cool, so the best part about this, which I love the most, is Surroundcast is powered by the independent music community. Our music curators, our producers, our voice talents, our publishing, our distro guys, yan, music admin, racket nila to. No, so our goal is to have hundreds of these independent artists earning from what we're doing in Surroundcast, so that we give back to the industry and we can uplift it. Kaya mag-Surroundcast na kayo. Ayos, no? So, I'll end with an example of how Sonic branding and curation, publishing and licensing goes into an artist-driven music marketing campaign. So, IKEA is the right way to pronounce it if you want to be proper. IKEA called us because they were interested in our Surroundcast in-store music service. And then they found out that we do a lot of other things. So from just curating music for their sleep section, we ended up booking Eli Buendia to do a surprise pop-up in IKEA. So you're eating your meatballs and then all of a sudden, bam! Eli Buendia plays, right? In pajamas, you know. So, but to complement that music marketing campaign, we also licensed 5 of his most famous Eraserhead hits. So may curation. Hindi namin pwedeng ilagay yung huling El Bimbo kasi downer, magazine, medyo may depth, diba? So we had to choose the songs that we curated. So that's swak siya sa sleep section, and then we produce them into lullaby versions. So if you go to the sleep section of IKEA now, you'll hear Eraserhead songs like you've never heard them before. And I'll explain why Eli Buendia was the choice. But watch this first.
IKEA Classic City is a place for a fun day out for the entire family. Home furnishing inspiration in the showroom, a taste of Sweden like the Swedish restaurant, and fun activities for kids in our play area we call Small. Plus, a sudden pleasant surprise while we eat your meatballs.
As we inspire the many with their home furnishing solutions for better sleep, like comfortable mattresses and cooling pillows, we also thought of bringing our customers to one nostalgic and memorable experience of good music and good sound, which is another element of good sleep.
When we were young, pinapatulog tayo ng parents natin with lullabies. And so it begins. Every Buendia, Eraserhead's music lullaby versions only at IKEA Classic City.
It was really exciting when we thought, oh my gosh, he's actually going to be able to come and perform for us. More than anything else, we really felt that it would be such a treat for our IKEA customers.
Seeing the performance live and seeing the reactions of the people singing to the music together, like just together na walang cue. Parang goosebumps yung experience.
So we recently also rebuilt the bedroom department, wherein we showcase quite a lot of information about better sleep. And the wide range actually of IKEA can help you achieve that. So please come over and explore the range.
We are inviting everyone to come visit IKEA Pasay City. Get inspired by our home furnishing solutions, have memorable experiences with your family, and of course, listen to the lullaby renditions of some of Eraserhead's music only in our bedroom show. See you at IKEA Pasay City.
Saya, di ba?
Hindi ka
Cool.
makatulog.
So, I'll end it with where we started, Sonic branding. So, why did we choose Eli Buendia? So, we developed the Sonic, we went down the rabbit hole of the brand essence of IKEA, and then we did their Sonic identity. No, so, we used the same 14 to 24 principle, and then we were able to track specific songs and artists that span their target audience. Target audience in IKEA for the sleep section is 21 to 25-year-olds, meaning young condo dwellers, yuppies. And then the second target audience was young Gen X parents. No, so pasok sila sa Gen X. Pasok sila sa Gen Y2 also. So that's how timeless. In fact, in your data, Eraserheads was there. I was surprised, Anish. And then Gen Y1, pasok pa rin. So that music transcends generations because it's been remade so many times. So all the people in this room probably know an Eraserhead song by heart. So the choice of Eli was simple. No? So we recommended, the client approved it, and then we did what we do. And that's it. So thanks for listening. I hope you learned something about sonic branding, curation, and music nerdiness today.
Thank you so much for that fun and wonderful presentation, Sir Mike, and taking us behind the scientific process of sonic branding. PRM. Charot. So,
Ginawa namin yung PRA eh. PRA. May ganun sila.
So, with that in mind, I would like to open the floor once again for anyone